change, the more they stay the same. Boundaries shift, new players step in, but power always finds a place to rest its head. History is written by the victor, and here I am thinking we'd won. But you bring down one enemy and they find someone even worse to replace him. Locations change, the rationale, the objective. Yesterday's enemies are today's recruits. Train them to fight alongside you, and pray they don't eventually decide to hate you for it too. Same shit, different day. Keep your eyes open.
Hello! Gentlemen, this is the G36C, Tommy built variation. Today we're going over it on administrative results, AKA mag dumping into trash. But first, I know you're on the toilet. I know you're watching this. Drinking your coffee, eating your beer. Make sure you like and subscribe. I know I caught one of you at least. Do it, leave a comment. I love reading those comments when I'm on the toilet. Now, Jim, before we go any further, I'm gonna tell you about Young Americans for Liberty. Wait, why did they give the guy in a balaclava a political ad? Young Americans for Liberty is currently hiring campaign staff to help elect pro-American candidates across the country. These hardcore candidates are dedicated to restoring your Second Amendment rights as well as your other fundamental rights. If you want to make real change, you can join now until November 8th. Make a real change in 2022. Gas is completely covered, housing is fully provided, and you will receive $2,800 a month as compensation. Click the link below to make real change in our country. Now, Joan, because I'm a plebeian of the lower class, I can't afford such a cool piece of technology as this Tommy built G36. But big thank you to my buddy Sam here, who was kind enough to let me big chimp it out in the desert. Sam, get over here. Sam, because I like you and because you brought a G36 on the channel, what would you like to tell my audience?
This gun sucks.
So the barrel length is going to be 9 inches, and if you know anything about 5.56, it's often talked about that 5.56 doesn't perform well in shorter barrels, especially. That's probably as short as I'd want to go is going to be 10.5 or 10.3. Honestly, 10.5. It's like such a short, it's such a negligent difference. I'd rather just go 10.5 and have a little bit more reliability. But I know a lot of you Mark 18 lovers out there are doing your 10.3 stuff, but hey, more power to you. You'll still absolutely put someone in the dirt, but when you start pushing out to range, you're gonna run into some issues. I noticed, and I don't think this gun is as zero as it should be, I was having some accuracy issues with this, especially pushing it out to distance, maybe like 200, 300 yards when we were shooting out here. I was having some troubles placing my shots, which is kind of expected, but I think maybe I'm pushing the wheelhouse of this particular platform. I think it has the ability, but it just, to me, the more I kept shooting it, it felt like it wasn't doing as well. Maybe there's something going on with this particular model, or maybe it's just me, of course. So take everything I say and do here on the channel with a grain of salt. I'm a dude on the internet wearing a balaclava, making YouTube videos about firearms, so don't worry about it. Now, I will say that this definitely feels like it'd be a really cool policeman's weapon. I can see the UK Police, or the German Polizei, running this, you know, but I think a lot of them have gone to more LMT platforms or subguns, or maybe I can't speak to it, so I'm speaking out of my wheelhouse, but I can see the compact nature of this, you know, folding up, the firepower that you have, the 5.56, the German name. I can see this being very desirable to a more CQB environment, especially in this configuration, in the C configuration. Since we've been talking for a bit, let's do a quick shooting ADD break. It's because I know my audience and I know thyself. I'd get bored too listening to me. Really picked up. It felt kind of slow, then picked up towards the end. Interesting. So I will speak to one thing about the gun. I don't know if I like the classic G36 mags. I think I'd maybe rather take the AR conversion. I was having some trouble when messing around trying to do like a tack reload. It's kind of weird, but I was like having trouble. Maybe it's just time on the gun issue, and the more training and time you would have with it, you should be A-okay. I will say, it's out of my comfort zone, but I'm sure there are some German guys out there that got paid to run and gun this, or maybe some LE out there. I actually met a guy in Milsom West. He was a police officer, I want to say in Minnesota, Minneapolis, and his patrol rifle was a G36. He was telling me that, hey, it was pretty cool. At first he liked it, but then they even wouldn't fit into their racks inside their patrol vehicles with an optic. So he couldn't secure it with an optic in his own patrol vehicle. So hey, shout out to you. You know who you are. Thanks for telling me that cool little anecdote of a story. So I know there are guys out there that have much more time on this. So feel free to leave a comment and tell me your fun stories on the G36 down below. Share your knowledge. Overall, I will say the gun was very fun to run and gun, getting a chance to actually use it out in the flat range and not just at, you know, like a different demo shoot, getting out here and being able to run around with these guns and see how they perform in weird shooting stances or weird positions. Mainly I was just doing a lot of proned out bullshit. Nothing too crazy. It wasn't like I'm going underneath cars or anything, but overall, I will say very fun gun to run and shoot. So if you get a chance to ever get your hands on one, by all means, try it out. It's a good time. It's fun. Gentlemen, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you like and subscribe. Leave a comment in the comment section down below. Your comments are a sacrifice to the algorithm god, a god of which who enjoys when you leave a comment on the Administrative Results YouTube channel. For whatever reason, he favors the interaction. If you want to support the channel in any way, shape, or form, Patreon is an excellent way to support the channel, as well as merchandise. Patreon, we have a Discord, we stay up late, we talk about girls, maybe a fed or two on there, but just watch what you say is all. Don't incriminate yourself on the internet. As always, gentlemen, stay easy, stay breezy, catch you on the flip. We're going over it. Gentlemen, ah, shit.